So this whole sandbagging idea is sort of just clickbait. Welcome back, subscribers. This is your host, Johnny Hopper. And the internet is in an uproar about what has happened at Glendale. And I feel I just wanted to talk a little bit more about a couple topics. Well, actually, one topic, because it needs to be spoken about. And I just feel like I want to say something. So I'm making a podcast style, no editing, no funny BS in this one. Just straight up real talk about sandbagging. And my opinion might differ from yours. So I commend you to hop down in the comment section and let your voice be heard, because this community is, I think, a lot better than other communities because we come at it from different angles. I've got a huge spectrum of fans, not so much fans, people on this side, left, right, blah, 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 blah. And it's cool to converse with all of you because that's how, the ability to change your view with more information is a dying art. Everyone wants to just cancel you and pound you into the ground if you're not on their side. Well, on my channel, I say F that. We're going to leave a WFO and speak freely about stuff. Debate. So, the whole sandbagging deal. Why is it a problem? I mean, when you think about sandbagging, you think about somebody that is a pro rider that signs up in the novice class at Loretta and wins, right? Even though, I guess, maybe bad analogy because a lot of the novice riders at Loretta are more so pro riders. So, but you get what I'm saying. Is it somebody that is a high skill level that is just waxing, being able to run circles around somebody at 80%. That's what sandbagging is. In professional motorcycle racing, the term sandbagging is, I mean, you could say Carmichael was sandbagging the 450 class a couple times when he won every moto, but there was no other class to be in, right? So it wasn't really considered sandbagging. I know I had a couple thumbnails about it, so that's why it prompted me to talk a little bit more in depth about this issue. And what's happening with Craig and some other people, mainly Craig, right? He's the one that's getting the heat about sandbagging. He's got no other place to go. No, simple as that. Straight up, I'm 2 minutes and 50 seconds in. The answer is money. Plain and simple. Is money. You go where the money is. If you don't have a 450 deal and somebody offers you a 250 deal that has a good bonus structure for winning, hell yeah, all day long. You've got kids, you want to retire and have a nice nest egg like all of us do. A lot of us men are money motivated because for the last 200,000 years, there was hunter and gatherers. We like to hunt to provide for our families. It's our instinct. Craig is instinctually sandbagging. Is that a word? Did I just make up a word? Gosh dang it, well, if I could spell.
Instinctually.
It is a word. No effing way. Because there was no other opportunity. No other opportunity. Just because he's fast, does he need to just go to the 450 class and do privateer effort and barely make any money? Yeah, he'll make main events, but he'll make $2,200 and maybe he'll be able to scrounge together parts and a bike for free and such, but then it's going to kill his career because you're only as good as your last race. And if your resume says 2022 West Coast Supercross champ, that's got a lot more merit than saying 2022 15th place in the 450 class. Like, he's not going to get the 450 ride. The best chance for him to make the more money and get the 450 ride is being in the 250 class. Again, with the bonus structure and stuff. But here, now people argue, well, how come you got guys like Troll Train going up, and then why do you have guys like Vince going down? It's money. It's always about money. This is a professional sport. You're here to make money. And so let's just talk about Friese. Friese goes down to the 250 class. He's become an old guy. 250 class to turn into a vet class. Yeah, there could be some rules changed to you can't be 30 years old and ride the 250 class. I mean, they've got the rules stating how many points you can make 3 years in a row before you have to level up, blah, blah, blah. But there's always a loophole. Martin proved it where he hey, I don't want to mark out. I got a ride with money with the 250 class. I don't have a ride with the 450 guys. I'm going to just not race the last 4 races or whatever he decided to do. Back to Friese. Bonus structure, podium. 250 class can make a lot more money than in the 450 class where he's not going to get a podium. Yes, he's going to finish top 10 maybe sometimes, get the main event. The purse sucks. You're going to make no money in the purse, even though the purse is twice as good in the 450 class than as a 250 class. When you're on a team, Moto Concepts or whatever, any kind of team, it's your salary and your bonus how you make money. The sport is broke, so a lot of the contracts are written, some of them written completely bonus only, so they don't have to pay anything. And yeah, they want you to do well because in the long run, it's going to help them get the word out and make their sponsors look good and be able to continue that relationship with those sponsors moving forward, saying, hey, we got this much TV time. Here's all the analytics, blah, blah, blah. It's a numbers game, right? But the flip side, if your rider doesn't do that well, you don't have to pay him because he didn't make the bonuses. He didn't finish top 3 or a certain place in the series or race, win, whatever. So Friese, just going for money. Thinks he could potentially make more money in the 250 class. That's my hypothesis. I'm sticking to it because finishing 3rd in the 250 class sure pays a lot more than finishing 15th in the 450 class when you have a bonus contract. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Alex Martin, same thing. It's about money. He didn't have a 250 ride. He said, yeah, I'm going to maybe try race a couple races on the 450 and boom, gets a call, Club MX. You want to do 450? We need a 450 guy. Boom. You're it. Got a ride. Is he the best? No, I typically think he'd probably do better on the 250 just because of his size. But he's trying. Again, he's probably got a pretty hefty bonus contract potentially, seeing if he can get inside those top 3 or however it's written. So this whole sandbagging idea is sort of just clickbait because it doesn't really exist. I guess if we want to talk about the privateers, why is it that most privateers go to the 450 class as opposed to the 250 class? Again, it's about money. The privateers are fighting over crumbs, and if it's like $800 to $1,000 to make a main in the 250 class, and it's double that, $2,500-ish, to make a main in the 450 class, if you don't have no team or anything, it's more advantageous for you to go race the 450 class. Twice as much money. You barely break even in the 250 class or barely break even in the 450 class if you make it. And the 250, you got to have a built 250. Yeah, you're racing against these other 250s that are far from stock. 450s are very hard to ride to their potential, so the probability of success is higher in the 450 class, even trying to use stock stuff. You're not going to big bore a 450 to a 500 and be able to ride it. That's just not how it works. But a 250, you can get away with a 280 kit and other stuff to make it more competitive, but the motor's not going to last near as long. Just plain and simple. You're going to spend more money in parts and blah, blah, blah. And if it's coming out of your own dime, might as well shoot for trying to make a little bit more money. Simple. Do you guys get it? Yeah. It's all about money. That's all it is. This is Johnny Hopper. And let me know in the comments below what you think about sandbagging and such. And if you have a different view, let me know. Till next time.